Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Rama. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for coming. Hey, look, you guys, this must be a good program. How can people just like say, when you coming back? Come on. Unbelievable. You already spent 3 hours listening, 2 hours. Isn't that's amazing? I also was like, wow, yeah, it's coming back. Now that's God, man. That's a God trip, man. God is like that. When you really get, people need to feel God, the real God, not this bullshit God that people in religion are presenting, man. It's dead, man. That's what they say. God is dead, man. No, God ain't dead here, man. The real God, the one that's transcendental. We explain all that stuff. Explain how God is juicy and alive, man. Transcendental, spiritual, man. And he's taken over this planet. Mm. Mm. God, it just gets better. I love glorifying the transcendental Lord, man. I love how he's taken over this point. I love his new world order, man. Ordered under devotion to Krishna. Yes, roll away the stone for ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Smiti and the Christians and Muslims. Come on, let's roll the stone away and let the transcendental Lord live, not only survive, but thrive in this world. Come on, you elites. Also, you'll love this, man. This is better than a 33-degree. It really is, man. Full knowledge that you don't even have. You can't even dream about what we got here. Let's connect the pyramid with the Lord's grace here, man. That's all it's, then the eye will really see everything. Then it'll be, ay, ay, ay. I'm doing some multitasking today. I found a good crypto, man. I can't. It's fun. What can I say?
In 5 days, I will be doing multitasking as well. I will be in Turkey again.
Oh yeah. Krishna's a little life and hiking. Icing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's. Yeah, I'll have you read in a couple of minutes here. I think, if you don't mind. But let me finish this verse. It was so good. So Bhagavatam here, first verse, first canto. Yeah. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed in illusion. Isn't that amazing? The great sages and the demigods are in illusion, are placed in illusion. This is, when I think about the grace of Lord Chaitanya, to take that away from us, this is why people are jealous, even in our Sangha, much less the demigod. They're jealous. They say, look, my God, these guys, look at this Gorahari, not even a friggin' Dodi, and the Lord's taking the illusion away from him and anybody in that Sangha. And here we're under the thing we thought God was only this all pervasive thing, and he's got a better deal. Yeah, and I tell you, some of these Illuminatis, if they're listening, they also say, hey man, what kind of deal does he got? I'm telling you, this is the best deal around. Lord Chaitanya has come to town. He came 550 years ago, and he's here again, empowering his situation that he brought here. Same situation, isn't it? Huh? Extraordinary knowledge, extraordinary ecstasy, same deal. Why not take advantage? Yeah. See, all the sages and demigods are under the illusions, various levels of them. And the Lord's taking that away from us. What it is so nice to live in truth, man. That is the shelter. That is the safety for everybody. Everybody's in fear in this world. Even the demigods have fear. Yeah, they're a little less fearful because they follow the rules and regulations, up there and strictly and austerities and all that stuff. But it takes a lot of work to maintain it. Here, what a maintenance the program. So easy, man. Radha and Krishna, man, they just take over the job. She's the best house cleaner, man. You know how women are usually house cleaners, right? They clean the house. Where'd that come from? Radharani, she cleans the real house. This is the house, man. It needs to be cleaned. And she does a great job. And it's easy for her, just effortless, man. She just thinks of Krishna. She gets her girlfriends to think of Krishna. And everything is spick and span. What's that guy's name? He used to be on that commercial. Remember when I watched TV when I was a child, I remember the spick and span man. He was always dressed in white.
We have Mr. Proper in
Mr.
Belgium.
Clean.
Mr.
Mr.
Proper we have.
Clean. Dressed in white. Hey, that's Radha, man. She's Mrs. Clean. They always stay everything bright and shiny and clean. More believe in I believe in themselves. Yeah, that's another thing. See, in the South, they believe like a River commented on somebody that was saying, you know more than you know more than you think. All about. See, people they just don't know that it's not about the false ego. Like, yes, I know something. It's not that. No, the Lord knows everything. And that the happiness of devotees is just to go to that Lord, to glorify the truth. Yeah, the Lord knows everything, man. We're in relationship, not to be it. That's a little bit wanting to be it. Yeah. Yes, I know more than you think, or you know more than you. See, this thing all about oneness. One. Hey, man, Lord Chaitanya came to show, no, you're in relationship with the one. See, even the matrix, this is the perfection. Here you go. Here's a new revelation on the matrix today. See, they want to be the one. They want to be God. See, it's all about that. Like Trinity and Neo at the end of the movie. See, the end of the movie, we can fly around in the matrix. Isn't that what the demigods do? Oh, yeah, we fly around in the matrix of the universe. They got their airplanes and all this stuff. It's still false ego. See, devotees, yeah, it's sort of like that. We fly around in Krishna, fly in Krishna, fly with Krishna. Man, it's a relationship, man, not to be the one. The Lord is the one, man. Are you in the one, man? That's the new preaching. Hey, you want the purport on the matrix? Hey, be in the one. The Lord is the one. And then you are the one just simply because you teach people how to be in the one. Man, he's the one to teach me how to be in the one. I'm going to be with them, man. He's not in false ego. He's not trying to take God's position and be the one. I don't want to be the one. I want to be in the one, right? In the Lord, in Radha, in Krishna. They're the ones. See? And then they become the three when you become a son for them. You become their rep. I mean, isn't it nice, Lalita, to be a rep? Man, to represent something, not yourself, not to, see me, I'm the one. Frig you, man. You ain't the one, you never be the one. You're an illusion, man.
I wouldn't know what to say about myself.
No, we're in the one. See, this is the thing. This is Tom, we got something for you to make here, man. Here's going to make this one too. The purport on the one. People don't know this. Amazing. They're all trying to be the one. This is why the Lord takes all the illusion away from us. Because unless you can speak like this, unless you can realize like this, you're an illusion, more or less. Demigods are they still think about being the one being one with God and being the one. It's all subtle illusion. There's no illusion in being a devotee, knowing your position. Hey, man, I'm in the one. I'm in the Lord. I'm in the two, actually. In Radha and Krishna, man. You got to have the devotion to understand the Lord. He's his power. She inspires him. Why shouldn't she inspire us? if it inspires Krishna. Well, let's just follow in its footsteps. He came as Lord Chaitanya simply because he wanted to know the happiness that Radha has. You know, the love that she has. He wanted to feel that. Don't we want to feel? I also want to feel that, man. Yeah. That's why I come here every day, man. Because I know she comes, and I'm gonna come. As long as she comes, I'll come. If she stops coming, well, the show is finished, man. No more show. It'll be a no show. Hey, man, let's all go back to Narayan Raj and ISKCON, to the no shows, where there's no show. There's a show. Lots of ceremonies, lots of flowers, a lot of work, man. You got to build these pandals and do these. So break the temples down and build up another external temple. And these are the highest gurus. They're breaking the old temple down and building another one. And all that money that they collected from you. And there are no shows. Now that's an illusion, man. You go out to a no show of real bhakti, but they sure can talk about it. They can sure memorize all of the concepts of Rupa Goswami and everything. But God forbid that you exhibit a tear in the sun, because you got to wipe it off, man, before it even pops out. Because we're a no show. See, and people are giving all their time. This is called illusion. See, this is what you give your time, your money to some level of illusion. Okay? It's all illusion until prema, man. That's why this is so high. That's why they all get pissed off that I preach like what? I preach prema. I show prema. My job is to facilitate the awakening of prema. You got a problem with that? Well, go and follow your stupid program, whatever that is. Your useless program. This is for you, Karuna. They can follow their useless programs and their everything. Hey, man, we got the love of Lord Chaitanya here. We got Prema Bhakti here. Everything else compared to this is useless. It's so long, it's such a much troubles. Why not take what is really useful? Prema Bhakti, man. Why not take, the real safety of having your soul awakened and being what do you call, protected by God, by Krishna. And because now you're awakened, now you're open, now you're connected. You're through all the modes of nature. The guru, the real spiritual master, they've poked a hole, just like Vamana, he pokes a hole with his toe into the spiritual universe, and that spiritual nectar comes down. See? The devotee lives on it. I live on it, man. And then this goes out into sadhu sangha here. And we live on it. Full protection, full inspiration, full knowledge, full information, whatever is needed. Full happiness. Full, so full you can say, hey, man, let me take a little distance from that happiness. It's a bit much, right? Telling you, man, it's like that. It's just like it was when they were in the 21 hours of ecstasy of Lord Chaitanya. They were so ecstatic. They came to Advaita and said, can you tell him to dim it down a little bit? Because it's killing us. It's so ecstatic. We're ready to explode. That's what I had. Also when I had that vision for 3 weeks, man, I felt like I was just going to dissolving in this. It was so intense. The body was just humming. It literally, I heard sound, just it was such a vibrating, such a high rate. People walked by. One guy just started following. He just started following. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I want to follow you." I didn't say anything. Nothing. I just walked down. People would look at me. They go, and it didn't do anything. The energy was so intense. It was really quite a trippy thing. So replying to Tuka. Okay. And Tuka. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. So I was just saying, you want to read that there, River? Read that. What he said. Unmute your mic.
Okay, I was just saying in the last video that I always feel like I should like him preaching something that nobody else is gonna believe when I try to explain Guru Tattva. It seems to me that Maya has arranged things all through history to make people think that guru following and guru worshipping is stupid, wrong, cruelty, fanatical, etc.
Oh yeah. Cruelty. Yeah. Okay. I'm preaching something that nobody. Are you reading what I don't see that what you just read?
You have to press the see more, and it's maybe not all
Oh,
showing up on the
oh,
restream. Would you like me to read it again?
yeah. Start from the beginning. Yeah.
Okay.
What
I
is
was
this?
just
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I was just saying in the last video that I always feel like I'm preaching something that nobody else ever gonna believe. When I try to explain Guru Tattva, so he's preaching something that nobody else will believe when he tries to explain Guru Tattva. It seems to me that Maya has arranged things all through history to make people think that Guru following and Guru worship is stupid, wrong, cruelty, fanatical, etc.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. I tell you, it's because people they've had predominantly the false acharyas. See the false guru. There's more of them, right? The real guru is one. That's why there's one Jesus, right? One Prabhupada. Yeah, there wasn't like a bunch of them. That all the God brothers, they couldn't hold a candle. But people are not very intelligent, just like the masses. They're not. The masses just have been dumbed down by the Maya. They can't even see that Fauci and Bill Gates don't have their best interest. Can you see that? How the masses can't see that. It's the same thing in religion. The masses cannot see that they got 1,000 false acharyas in ISKCON. They're all false, every friggin' one of them. Okay? There ain't one there that's really a deliverer. Because just by taking, hey, worship anybody worshiping somebody that is not empowered by the transcendental Lord, like Jesus Christ was, like Prabhupada was, like Bhakti Siddhanta, like that, you're idol worshiping. That's just the truth. See? But so many people are doing that. They come into religion and they say, well, you must have a guru, and I'm him, even though they don't have the qualities. Well, I got the checklist, see, it's all on there, you know. So this is all speculation and all word jugglery of the scriptures, and this has been done for eons. And a lot of times there are these demons who worm their way into religious groups, and they're the worst because they say, well, we're just that's we're demons. That's what we do. We go into places of importance like politics, like being a doctor sometimes, like all kinds of anywhere where they can get some influence over others. To be guru, like Karuna had one of those guys. He's still trying to be guru. The guy ain't gonna give it up. The guy was called out, showed he was a terrible person in that way. Just and he still wants to be that. He's not humbled yet, and people are like that. So yeah, so it's hard in a sense, hard to believe because people have been screwed by the pretenders and the false prophets. There's so many more of them, but there's always just one, and they're always eventually proven that their word is true because it's like we preach, hey man, what can you do? Can you awaken? Can you save people like a real guru? Can you show that you're a real guru, that you actually save people? You've actually turned their lives around. Not that I do it. I'm just preaching, man. I'm just teaching people to be in the one. The Lord has given the power. Anybody believes this word, they will make spiritual progress fast. They will get purified. They will go through the what do you call the hot thing? The what do they call that? The baptism by fire, man. They'll burn up their karma fast, man. They'll get this devotion quickly. This is the benediction here. So it works. But how many are those like that? How many in ISKCON? How many in Gaudius Media? How many anywhere? Not always. They're just rare. This is just how it is. And so the more, that's why to be in the witness program, it takes, a lot of resolve and a lot of commitment and understanding and realization and growing spiritually. And then you become like a Paul and a Peter, and then they stood up for the truth, Yeah. And then here you're going further. Your word is really going to awaken people. Your ecstasy is going to awaken. You'll see, hey man, you represent Satchidananda. I mean, we're making acharyas here. It's just a fact. It's very powerful. And people, I don't believe this. Well, too bad for you right now. But we're working on it, man. This is a work in progress, and there's a lot of progress here. It's progressive. There's not a place in Vaishnavism as progressive as this. They're just so far behind they can't see it. You ever see people, they're really far behind, they can't see where you're at. Yeah. But you see, I'm closing the distance on them. I'm coming close to them. If I don't come close, or we as a team don't come close to them, they'll never catch up. We got to come towards them. This is how I come towards them. I come towards them in truth. Try to get their attention over here. Come listen a little bit and see that the power of the Lord is here. Power of Radha and Krishna are living here. That we live on that. This is the source of our strength, is being in them. You notice? Being in them, and they're in us. And therefore, hey, man, then it works. Okay? We teach the right thing, the clear thing, the clean thing, the pure thing. And we don't have to be special. The specialness is in us, lives in us. Hey, this is what Vaishnavas need to know. Not try to imitate that, try to be a deliverer. No, they deliver us. See, and we deliver Krishna, just like the scriptures say. We deliver the real Krishna in this preaching, in this experience, in this radiance, in this radiation. This is as it's supposed to be, as the books teach. As we are empowered to actually do in life a living program, not program, but a living, you could say like this is the ultimate program. See, God's program. See, it's in us. There's a program that we're meant to be devotees. We're meant to be in them and find our battery, our source of life and energy and everything. We don't need to leech off of people like parasites, like these Illuminati want to make us all like in the Matrix. You watch them; everybody's like a battery. They got in a little pod. They want to put us and take our energy for life. Oh man, that is bottom feeding stuff. You don't need to do that. They don't need to do that. We don't need to give our energy to liars and cheaters and we need, you come here, we just take your energy and put it in Radha and Krishna in the battery and get you juiced up, right? Need to take. I'm just, it's like a person diverting the flow from illusion into where the life is. That's all we're doing. Just kind of stewards, diverting people's energy flow into the source. That's what's all, just taking you where I'm at, man, where I go, and it works. It gives life everlasting. Can you tell what is life? Oh, life everlasting is when you die, then the pearly gates are gonna. That's what I was taught in ISKCON. Oh yeah, you're miserable now, you're miserable now. Just wait. And then when you die, it'll all be, there, the pearly gates will open and we'll go into Krishna Loka. Because you kissed our ass, man. You made us a lot of money, man. And we lived high on the hog. And we had our little, thing, and we made you like the elites, just like the elite. There's not much difference between what these gurus are doing and what the elites are doing, want to do to you. Make you down and keep you down. Because that's what Maya does. They're all servants of Maya. That's why all the way through religion, you got it. Get out of religion. This is your chance. Why do you think the book you look at, you religious persons you're looking at that verse in 1866, all abandon all varieties of religion. Take shelter of me. Why don't we make it clear? What is that big me? That big me is devotion to Krishna. Radha and Krishna. Devotion. Lord Chaitanya. See? Get that shelter. You come here quickly, you're going to feel, whoa, look at this. The name is so juicy. I feel these feelings awaken. They're not of this world. And they aren't, man. They're of the spiritual world. They're living in your body now. Now you know what real shelter is. Is that spirit right there, Lalita? Isn't that nice? Yeah, right there, River. And the spirit is the shelter. That's the mother that lady was talking about. And you know more clearly than she knows what she's talking about. Because that's pure. She's purest. We may have some mode of goodness idea, but it's all always about the body. Oh yeah, my children. I'm the mother. And okay, that's nice. But this is nicer. This is pure. She's the mother. Okay? It all reflections out there are basically glorifying the true mother. See, she's the mother of devotion. You notice? Yeah. So yeah, you're right, Tuka. It's not easy. Everybody thinks and they think what they think. But anyway, just keep coming to Sadhu Sangha and it'll all, you get the empowerment to do the impossible, to convince people of things that are impossible, to break through the Maya that nobody can break through. Just like these people, they're trying to break through the Maya. They're trying to get these masses. Come on, don't you know you're supposed to breathe in this world? Don't worry, no little thing is going to get you. It's a lie. You can't even break through. They can't break through. You notice? They won't listen to you. I just mentioned a little bit thing about to the neighbor here. I saw her in the morning for coffee, and I told her, she said she wants to travel. And I said, do they going to make you do the shot? And she says, well, no, but I don't know. I said, would you take it if they did? Well, to travel, I don't. And I just said a little thing like, well, you should do some research because if you really go deep, she said, I can't go there. See, cognitive dissonance, they call that. See, it's they can't even go there. It's just, it makes them so uncomfortable. They're like hypnotized or something, it's so uncomfortable. I don't care, doesn't matter. I'll, if I die, it doesn't matter. I just can't go there. It makes too uncomfortable. Okay. So to break through that, there are people, it's very hard. There's only a miracle that can do these things. And that we're working on that. See, only by the power of God. See? And how does that come? Sadhu Sangha. So Tuka, kick back, relax, come here regularly, and all will be well. Keep doing a little Sankirtan when you can. If and the power will be there to do everything. The power to convert ISKCON gurus and their followers, everything will happen automatically by being in the Lord, right? You see, we're not let's just do Sadhu Sangha and do our little thing, just like Prahlad. Just all he did was he preached Krishna consciousness amongst all of this. Everything you see going on, that was going on steroids. His father took over the whole universe. That's big, not just one little world. And he was just tootling away preaching. Isn't it nice? This is our preaching. This is Sadhu Sangha. Come here regularly. You'll get the power to convince people. The Lord will give it to us, right? He's given it. Look, people, you guys are here. I just kept doing doing Sadhu Sangha, even to a camera for years. And look, it's all working. Yeah. Isn't it nice? You see, these is just, you go from being a wannabe, it just becomes very natural. You just, oh yeah, it's natural to glorify the Lord, natural to chant in ecstasy. That's what I've noticed. I just, the chanting just gets more ecstatic, just more easy, more ecstatic, more deep, more influential. Because, it's attractive, Okay, Calvin, you did not read it right at all. Uh-oh. You got it, Yuma. Okay, yes, I got it. Okay. Tom said this bhakti is growing fast. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you overcome. He'll overcome. All that, whatever weakness is there will be overcome. You know. This all for all of us. Just stay close, man. Stay in that circle, just like Nityananda told. See, you guys are like, we're all like this. We have this bhakti. See, bhakti was represented by Sita. What did Nityananda say? Or who is it? Lakshman was also Nityananda. Lakshman said, okay, stay in this circle, see, and you'll be fine. But when she got out of the sea, she was convinced by that Brahmin who was actually a demon. That's basically what the Lord's Maya is like that. She's always trying to convince you. She's a hypocrite. She's a liar. See? Oh yeah, I'll keep you safe. Yeah, stay home. Yeah, put your little mat. I'll keep you safe. You take your job. It'll keep you safe. It's a lie. It's that Brahmin standing outside of the circle, but he's not really a Brahmin. He's a demon inside, but he's taking on disguises. This whole world is like this. Now you're seeing it. We're all seeing this. It's why there's no real shelter here. The shelter is in what we're doing. This is the best of all shelters. People will see that more and more as we partake of this, and this fire. This is a fire. It gets hotter and hotter and hotter. Okay? And people start to feel its heat, feel its warmth. Oh, this is where we can get warm. Yeah. Because Maya's out there making you really cold-hearted, like more, when you die, you become more cold, right? The body becomes cold. That's what death is. You see, part of the ecstatic symptoms, the true rosy cheeks, see, eyes become red. I had this one who was a photographer. This guy, he was one of our Sangha members. Unfortunately, we lost him. It was in the beginning time. He's a great photographer. He would take pictures when I was in ecstasy, and you would see it all. I wish I threw all the pictures away when I was convinced by Narayan Raj, that this ecstasy wasn't real. See? Now you know why I preach like this, because I've been there, done that. I know what it is to lose this. I didn't lose it. The Lord says, well, you lose faith in the truth. This is what happens. You become weak. You become under the control. Yeah.
You know about the poison.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it is. Yeah. So I threw all these pictures. But anyway, you could see the pictures. There's probably a few around somewhere. Red eyes, man, face, cheeks. Even here now, it's all there. If you see up close, but we don't have where you can really take picture really close up of all these things, all those kinds of symptoms, because you got a blood flow. Everything in the body reflects. The blood starts flowing up in here, okay? And that's the blood is the real life, is the bhakti. These are all symptoms explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Ranga had a red nose, Ranga.
Yeah.
Red nose.
Red nose, yeah. Where is that guy anyway? Is he still alive or what?
He's a bit stubborn, actually.
Yeah, is he still watching Netflix all day instead of our program? Because he doesn't have to chant now. He doesn't have to chant. Come on, man.
He's just stuck in. He's just trying to justify his place all the time. Sometimes I find that difficult and have to move away.
Yeah, he's a little stubborn. He's always been stubborn, actually.
He wants hugs.
Yeah.
He said he wants hugs. Tom advised me, and he's told me himself before. He wants hugs. So more hugging.
Yeah. Anyway, he's the Lord's given him a lot of mercy, and it's okay. He's an older guy, just Whatever he does is good, is gravy. He's already got his place. Just don't believe his bullshit right now. It's only because he's not coming regularly. When he comes, he gets all of a sudden he gets the energy, man. I noticed.
It's true, Maharaj, because when we go around there and we have conversations, we did start having conversations about discussing Krishna together, and he would come alive. And then if we don't do that, he doesn't hear you. He just starts to go into that, I'm sick and I'm unwell, and then he comes alive as well.
Yeah, it's just that's how, but that's just basically how it is for all of us. We're meant to be put in the fire. See, Sadhu Sangha is a fire, talking about Krishna, chanting together, being with devotees of this stature. That's why people go away. Oh, you're leaving the fire where it's warm. They don't know that. They become cold. Literally, they're cold. That's why you see Meena more cold in her preaching. See, cooling down. All of them. Mahavir, same thing. My ex-wife, they cool down. They don't know. Anyway, that's our thing. We'll get them all. Krishna will get them all. They may not get it in this life, everybody, but whoever does. If not, they'll progress very fast. Just making a connection here, your progress is going to be quick. I mean, what's 1 or 2 lives in comparison to thousands and millions? This is what happens when you make this connection. It's okay. So Lalita, who wants to read between you two? Let's see who's more inspired. All right. Well, River, this is what if you tune
Lalisa's extremely inspired. Do you have any particular?
Yeah, read where I was here reading from. First canto. Actually, you know what? No. Let's read from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and I'll find you the place. Actually, read from Chaitanya Bhagavat. Read chapter 5 in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Majja.
Okay. The Vyasa Puja of Sri Nityananda.
Oh, wait a second. So Tuka says, it seems Narayan Raj continued to exhibit the reason why Prabhupada. Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, see, the thing is, the God brothers, they didn't know what Prabhupada knew. See, none of them, really. And they thought they did. See, this is the thing. This is why the same thing with my people that come here and like my ex-wife, they think they know what is here, or they think it's lower. See, that's why a lot of the God brothers, they didn't think Prabhupada had anything special until gradually they had to admit he's something, because he could do things that they couldn't do. It's the same thing here. Eventually, the way my God brothers will have to admit, these gurus will have to admit, is what's being done here, they can't do. They can't awaken this kind of bhakti. And Narayan Raj couldn't awaken this bhakti in others. I mean, nothing to do with sentimental, oh, that's so offensive to think. No, let's deal with reality. There wasn't one person. I was there, I looked, and I still look. There ain't one person that has the ability, or basically the blessing, the blessing to do what is being done here. Not one. Not one Radhakund Babaji that I've seen. Okay? So I'm just dealing with what I've seen in my personal experience. And if you prove me wrong, Any of you gurus out there in Gaudiya Samiti, any of you, or even Prem Paroj, show me one person that is now chanting in such ecstasy with tears and all the symptoms that we read about in the books. Beyond the, just all Radhe and all these nice, a lot of them are nice preachers in a sense, to the level of like understanding it here, okay? Or maybe understanding it in mode of goodness and they're nice and respectful and all this. But that's not, that's not Vrindavan. Where is the ecstasy of Vrindavan? That's what we want to see. See? So yeah, and yeah. So anyway, there's a warning, and many of the of course, because it's so high, this stuff, and Prabhupada didn't have time. Nobody could heed that warning or understand it. A lot of people just even went away from Prabhupada because they didn't have the strength to go to continue. Because it takes a lot. You see what it takes. You look at every day we're having these satsangs. Every day we're going deeper. Every day you have to get through your stuff. Well, until it breaks, you have a breakthrough. A little like a breakthrough where now it's more steady. You're steady in ecstatic worship. Okay, go ahead and read on there.
Thank you, Maharaj. I offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master, friend, well-wisher of all, Srila Bhaktivedanta Gaura Haridas, who has mastered the teachings of Lord Chaitanya and is a living example of those teachings and emanating those teachings to the Lord in my heart and his devotees. All glories to you, Srila Gaura Hari, for being my Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru, for awakening the Lord in my heart, for attaching me to the feet of the Lord, marrying me to the Lord for eternity, for feeding the Lord in my heart with absolute truth, allowing him to grow in his own time and pace. All glories to you, my Shiksha Guru, for instructing me when I couldn't understand every time, for teaching me and showing me, believing in me and chastising me, protecting me and sheltering me. My Shiksha Guru, Srila Gaura Haridas, Paramahamsa, Maharaj Saint, Acharya of this age, of this time and place and circumstance, taking that responsibility of promoting, propagating the movement of Prema Sankirtan of Lord Chaitanya, taking it deeper. All glories to you, Gaura Hari, for being the live wire of the true Parampara. I hold on tight. I bow to your lotus feet so I can stay in this vibration and rest in the Lord always, and not, what's the word, Krishna? And not leave for too long and get lost in this darkness, in this dark jungle that begins to grow over when we don't have the shelter of the Lord. All glories to you, my friend. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, spiritual master. All glories to you for bringing Krishna consciousness, God consciousness to the hearts of everyone if they choose. All glories to you, Prabhupada, for preparing the devotees, for doing your job, for ordering my spiritual master to preach Raganuga. Raganuga. Raganuga Bhakti, the second path in your books, for this time, place, and circumstance, which are different from other time, places, and circumstance. All glories to you, Prabhupada. All glories to all previous acharyas. I offer you my respectful obeisances for keeping the line of the true parampara going. So I have the opportunity of holding on to the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta Gaura Haridas. Thank you. Thank you to you all. I offer my respectful obeisances and all glories to the 6 Goswamis who are like honeybees at the lotus feet of my Lord Sri Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya. All glories to you. All glories to the Goswamis for writing the pastimes of the Lord so we could hear them, for my ecstatic spiritual master and his devotees. And they emanate to our heart, to my heart. All glories to you, Jiva Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. All glories to you, Rupa Goswami. All glories to you. All glories to Gopala Goswami. All glories to Raghunath Tata Goswami. All glories to Raghunath Das Goswami. All glories to the Goswamis. I offer my respectful obeisances to my life and soul, my eternal life and soul, Sri Chaitanya, the most merciful incarnation of Krishna, the most recent incarnation of Krishna. Thank you for coming at the right time, place, and circumstance, and giving us shelter and protection. It's just what I needed. It's what I always needed, my Lord. I bow at your lotus feet again and again, always and always, always and forever. I will offer my respectful obeisances to Nityananda Prabhu, who life after life served the Lord in all his glories. I want to be as you. Please accept me as your servant. All glories to you for serving the Lord on his path. All glories to you, Avadut, my friend. I offer my respectful obeisances to Advaita Acharya Prabhu. All glories to you. I'm calling the Lord. I'm calling. Because he was sleeping in the milk ocean and he could not hear our cries, all the cries of all of us. Calling the Lord for ascending here on this earth to save our souls, to save all of us fallen souls. All glories to your lotus. I offer my respectful obeisances to Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Pandit. All glories to you, my friends. And I offer my respectful obeisances to all the intimate devotees of the Lord, wherever they may be. Please show yourself. Please join. I offer my respectful obeisances to the personification of pure devotion, to the topmost devotee, to the one that knows Krishna the deepest, who always knows Krishna. All glories to your lotus feet, Radharani. All glories to you, Shrimati Radharani, my friend. Please make me your maidservant and friend, so I too can bathe in the nectar of your devotion for the Lord, Sri Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Lord of Lords, the cause of causes, the King of Kings, the Creator, Maintainer, and Destroyer. All glories again and again to your lotus feet. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the devotees in the Sangha of Srila Gauraridas, intimate devotees and devotees. All glories to your lotus feet for returning again and again and staying in this circle of real life with the true king, the true lion king. Oh, glories to my God brothers and sisters, my relatives and friends, my distant relatives and acquaintances, to all of your lotus feet. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All glories to the lotus feet of all exalted personalities, past, present. Please come and be with me in this reading of the Madhya Kanda, Chaitanya Bhagavat, chapter 5, the Vyasu Puja of Sri Nityananda. Jai. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Chandra, who is praised by the name of Muhari. He is the constantly glowing lamp of Namadwi. Constantly glowing. He is the fearless lion who has come to slay the atheistic elephants. He is the fearless lion who has come to slay the atheistic elephants. He has taken the knotted thread in order to demonstrate the necessity of regular chanting a specific number of times. Okay, the Lord's holy names, Hare Krishna, which are his own names. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Vishvambar, the Supreme Lord of all living entities. All glories to Sri Vishvambar, the Supreme Lord of all living entities. He is the Lord and Master of Sri Nityananda and Gadadhar Pandit. All glories to the Lord, for he is subjugated by the love of his pure devotees, headed by Advaita Acharya Prabhu, headed by Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu. Oh Lord, please engage the conditional living entities in the eternal loving service of Lord Krishna. And release them from the bondage of material existence. In the association of Nityananda, all the devotees pass their time in great joy, discussing the topics of Krishna's pastimes. All the assembled Vaishnavas were very elevated souls and unalloyed devotees of the Lord. They became immersed in the nectar of Krishna consciousness.
Isn't that amazing? That's just what we do, isn't it? It's so in the book, in real life. And then imagine, we pass our times enjoying, being absorbed in Krishna and talking about Krishna just like that with great joy. Yeah. See, that's what happens when you get purified. I mean, this is the highest thing. So that's why the devotees, when they be mature enough, they realize, oh, well, okay, we got to wash our clothes, and, have some oil for our candle. This is how you do. You got to come into sadhu sangha and get purified, like the devotees here do. And look, and now we're enjoying to this extent, and this is going to go on more and more. This will engulf the whole world. Why not, man? We're doing just like, it's so funny, man. It's just, I read the book now and I think, my God, that's going on here. That's why I make the comment. I don't know how many people realize that, but
Yes.
the devotees are doing the same thing, enjoying the relishing this like we do, and crying sometimes, and laughing and joking, and 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 just marveling at the whole situation. Is marvelous. How many times do you have Lord Chaitanya's energy on this planet with his devotees? And here it's a revival of this again. You show me any better, more juicy thing going on in the world. Show me a better show than this. I haven't seen. Yeah. Look at the miracles of saving people like this. I mean, even when Jesus was on the planet, I mean, nobody really had the spirit. He was just the only deal there, and he was doing like physical miracles, I guess. I mean, a lot of times you don't know. They might be embellishing these things. The main thing is the miracle is to open people's spiritual eyes, and so that they can relish the knowledge in the scriptures, the information, the joy of it, and all that. So that's hearing open the deaf ears, because everybody's blind and deaf in this world. The Mayas poked their eyes out and closed their ears up, made everybody dull to various degrees. I mean, the people like under the Maya, to the extent of being under the control of the demons, where they're wearing the masks now. It's kind of even hard to see. You think, wow, that's really limited. You ever notice you walk past these people, and there's fear in their eyes a lot of times. They're looking like this, and they got their mask on, and you say hi, and they just keep going. You can see on Sankirtan, it's a little hard to get through with the chanting. They look, and some people got behind the mask. They go, oh, get a little relief. But a lot of people are, what's he doing now? Maya really is a limiter, and we're not built. The more we're in the Lord, it's so fantastic. It's so much energy and life in there. It's extraordinary. You become more extraordinarily representing something that no one knows. People are all weak in various levels of weakness, even all the way up into religion and speculation, or the New Age, because of their speculation. There's a weakness there. But look at the strength. This is what people need to see. The more we're in the Lord, in his truth, man, in his name, the stronger people start to see there's strength here, man. There's strength that you don't just see anywhere. It's a marvel. The whole thing is getting more and more marvelous. Go ahead, man.
What was then is here now.
Yeah. Again, revival.
Okay. In the association of Nityananda, all the devotees passed their time in great joy, discussing the topics of Krishna's pastimes. All the assembled Vaishnavas were very elevated souls.
See, in association of Nityananda. So Nityananda represents the original guru. See? So he's like the leader of the pack. Leader of the pack. They are. Hey, even the animals, the wolves, have a leader in the pack. Yeah. See, and so in the association of Nityananda. He represents, that's the parampara. Started there with him. There's a representation, Nityananda and the Dvaita. They were the leaders of the pack. Well, a real close associate of Nityananda, see, is also the leader. That's why that's the guru. The spiritual master is meant to be, are you really connected to Nityananda? You have that ecstatic worship that Nityananda had. See, so then in this association, we're like a stand-in for Nityananda in that sense. We're representing Nityananda, and that's why it's so juicy here, just like it was then, because this is the empowered version. That's why you see that went. It was the same thing with Advaita. They would all get together and hear the pastimes of Krishna in association with Advaita, who's also the parampara that comes from them. So you get another chance for that because Advaita and Nityananda are not here except when they're represented by the real guru, the real acharya. See, acharya. Just like, what does it say in chapter 1 or 2 of Adi Lila? Acharya was called Acharya because he was the Acharya of devotion. See? He was Advaita because he was non-different from the Supreme Lord. Well, the real servants of Advaita and Nityananda are like that. They're non-different. They're such an empowered Satchidananda on the planet. Servitor, Godhead. Their duty is to be in the Lord, see, to serve the Lord. See, literally, they serve up. Everybody, come and get it, man. We're serving up the real Krishna, not the speculative one, the weak one, the weak idea of Krishna, weak concept. We're serving up, man, thick. Man, porridge, man, thick, man. Plate out here, man. We've got to place it on there. You're going to feel it. And a lot of honey in it, a lot of butter, man. Lots of butter. You ever have porridge without butter and honey? That's what they're delivering in these religious Vaishnava groups. A lot of porridge without any butter or honey in it. You come here, come to Lord Chaitanya's Grace Place and get your porridge. It's buttered up, man. Khichdi, lots of ghee in it, man. Just dripping ghee. No bellyache here. None. Zero. Eat up. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, you ding-a-lings. Stop being a ding-a-ling. Come here and listen to the prasadam bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, man, you ding-a-lings. Stop ding-a-linging around. Go ahead.
We always used to have a bell for dinner.
Yeah.
It was my favorite time of school.
I remember that. Yeah, the school time. Oh, the lunch bell. Get out of this frigging class, man. These guys were training us how to become Marxists even back then. Who wants to listen to that bullshit? Yeah, I remember my last days in school, man. They put me in special education. I was a special student. They said, this guy's never going to amount to anything. They put me in special, they called it ortho. Even in gym, they called it ortho gym. And especially just train them how to be a cashier, and they had them learning how to be, because I didn't like school at all. I didn't like these teachers. It was boring. And so I was sitting there kind of like and they said, this guy's not going to learn it. He's not memorizing properly. Stick him in special ed for the retards, I was working learn how to work a cash register. He'll never be an intellectual. Just gonna put him in a cash register. Little did they know.
I always couldn't wait till the end of the class. They were always for an hour. I just couldn't wait. I was just the end of the class and woof.
Get the hell out, man. All they would do is they want to just make you automatons, school and all that shit they put in your brain. Oh, and college. Oh my God. And then I find out it was that who was that guy? Rockefeller. They wanted to do they didn't want people to really learn. They wanted to give them a low class education, of memorization and not really learn anything. They didn't want anybody smart. It's funny. It started, like this was all planned by Maya's servants. This is what you get. Faith in Maya, man. You become a dum dum. Literally. With all that education, you're stupid. Stupid, man. Dumb. Right there, Amy? Go ahead.
All the assembled Vaishnavas were very elevated souls and unalloyed devotees of God. They became immersed in the nectar of Krishna consciousness. Nityananda Prabhu was extremely joyful, and he smiled as he looked around at the Vaishnavas. The meeting was always a scene of extreme ecstasy.
There we go. Rest my case. See, extreme. If it's not extreme, it ain't Lord Chaitanya. You don't even know. Everything is extreme. Extreme knowledge, extreme logic, extreme ecstatic love. Everything is it's very extreme. It's just like you see the Marvel superheroes. They're extremists, right? They have extreme powers, more than human beings, more than normal. See, they're unusual, uncommon. That's the devotees of the Lord. They're extreme in the essence. More than, see, the Marvel superheroes is nothing compared to a real devotee. They have the real powers. They have the power to liberate you out of illusion forever. Those Superman can't do that. See? This is what the Lord taught. It's the same thing. People may say, go hard, we're your friggin' miracle. Hey, miracles that get River and Lalita and Johan to chant in ecstasy, just like the Lord said the same thing. It's no different. He said, what kind of miracle you do? Yeah, well, I'll get Narayani. Just chant and cry for Krishna. That's what we do here. You come here, in due course, you're going to chant and cry for Krishna. Some quicker, some a little bit longer. But we'll get you there. We'll get even Karuna there. Don't worry. He'll get there. He'll be our Dookie, our first Dookie. He might even become before Mary Sachi. she's becoming kind of Suki now. I've noticed. She's hanging around with Janaki. It's good. Yeah. So anyway, the more faith you have in what's going on here, the more Shuki you're going to get. That's all I know. Yeah, so you'll see. We'll do miracles like that. We'll get Karuna Sindhu drunk on this bhakti. We'll get him really satisfied. He'll be glorifying Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra and saying, I'm in the right place now, man. Man. No need to be jealous now. I'm eating my fill. I'm getting my fill. That's how you get over. You get over jealousy finally when you start tasting this bhakti deeply. Then there's no reason to be jealous. You're eating a good meal. Hey man, what's the reason to be jealous for? I'm getting mine. Yeah. Unless you see somebody with more bhakti, then you go, oh, what is this? I also want more of that too, like me. Oh, Lalita, you got more. Hey, I want some of that too, man. What are you eating over there? Start looking on other people's plates. You ever see that? I do that. Walk by there. I look at people's plates, see what they're eating. What are you looking at my plate? Well, because you're not eating what I'm eating, man. Your plate looks pretty paltry to me. Amy says, "Oh, you're so sweet. I love you." And so does Karuna.
He does.
Yeah, it's all about affection.
Yeah.
Everything else comes. Yeah. Go ahead. Read on there.
Nityananda Prabhu was extremely joyful and he smiled as he looked around at the Vaishnavas. The meetings were always a scene of extreme ecstasy and of transcendental love and happiness cascaded down from everyone's eyes. The meetings were always a scene of extreme ecstasy and tears of transcendental love and happiness cascaded down from everyone's eyes. Seeing this ecstasy, Lord Vishwambar spoke to Lord Nietzsche. Seeing this ecstasy, Lord Vishwambar spoke to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Listen, my dear Nityananda Goswami, where shall we hold your Vyasu Puja ceremony? Tomorrow is a full moon, and on this day, Srila Vyasudev is worshipped. Therefore, you may choose any home and make arrangements with him. Nityananda Prabhu could understand Lord Vishwambar's mind, so he took Srivas Pandit by his hand and smiling said, "Listen, Vishwambar, I will have my Vyasu Puja in this Brahmana's."
Mhm. Yeah, you see, this is all esoteric. This is all to do with the truth. This is not just an external thing. Nityananda went over to Srivada. No, he chose which home are you choosing? See, which body, what temple? Oh, I think I'll choose Srivas to reside there. He'll give the right Vyasa Puja. So when the Lord is residing in your heart, now you can offer prayers. That's what do you think River's prayers and Lalita's prayers are all about? See, and Johan, this is because the Lord is choosing to have their home, choosing their hearts as the home for their Vyasa Puja, which comes out of their mouth. Isn't that amazing, huh? See, these things are all just telling you the truth. When you have the real eyes to see it. You think I got this from study? No, I got this from looking and peering into the heart of Lord Chaitanya. Yeah. Yeah. You just and then he's just all this stuff. It's like, yeah, that's how it works. That's so truthful, man. It's yeah, which home it will Nityananda reside, man. See, that's the parampara. That's the home that Nityananda, that person represents Nityananda. Okay? It's like Minikittam Ramdas. People weren't given respect, or that Brahmin wasn't giving respect to Nityananda. And, people might think he was in false ego because he said, "Oh, look at this Brahmin. He doesn't give respect to Balaram or Nityananda." And where was Nityananda? Nowhere to be around. Oh, well, Nityananda made his home in him. Everything Minikittam Ramdas, even though he was just a fallen, low class person, according to the world. Nityananda was right, made his home there. Therefore, everything he did, everything he said was a prayer and a glorification of the Lord. Okay? So that's how it is, man. That's where you'll find that you need to find where is the real Vyasa Puja going, not the pretentious one. Oh yeah, Guru Dev, once a year, once a year. Okay, we got to sit there and do our notes and come down and make a nice little offering for our Guru Dev. Yeah, is that from your heart? Have you really changed? Have you transformed? Do you know God? Are you in prema? Are you ecstatic? Or have you had a revolution in your life? Well, we didn't know it was. We thought I just wanted to follow a bunch of rules and ceremonies and all that. We were just supposed to write a read once a year. We wait for the Vyasa Puja. Look at the Vyasa Puja River does every friggin' day. That's Vyasa Puja. We're teaching real bhakti here. Means Nityananda's living in her heart. See, the real paramparas in her heart and Lalita's heart and Johan's and Janaki's and anybody else that has extreme faith like Govinda. And how many people do I need to say? Freddie. Whoever else is faithful in this, you really like, really gets it. Really get, hey man, this is really great. This is really relishable. Man, I can be here. I'll be in it. All my eggs are in this. I believe in this product, you know. It's like people do with crypto, you know, you got to do that with they do with crypto to do it with God and Guru. I really believe in this. What do they call? They have they have these things in crypto called um, um, communities. I believe in this community. I believe in what they're doing. See, and they put their money in it and they do it. And most of the time, these things flop anyway because it's still material. But that's training for this. Man, when you say, hey, man, I'm like Paul, man, I'm like Peter, I'm like John, Peter, and you really get that, then you'll change the world. Well, the Lord will change it through you because you're in truth, man. You're living in truth, man. You're living in ecstatic love, man. You're living in Vyasa Puj every day is coming through your heart, man. And people, you make the statement that this is real, man. This is the book in reality. This is what you're reading there in life. Man, I could see Nityananda's made his home in the river and you devotees I mentioned. And look at every day coming out of their mouths, just spontaneously, not sitting down. Well, I think I'll work on my Vyasa Puja for my guru that I just got peanuts from the whole year. I got a bunch of peanuts. And you're not eating here you eat cashews, man, and macadamia nuts. The most exquisite variety, not peanuts, man. That's fourth class. They be peanuts with these people, man. They eat macadamias, man. Then you get your spiritual body gets strong on those things. Go ahead.
I'm not allowed to eat peanuts. Lord Vishnuvar then spoke to Srivas Pandit. Now you have a heavy responsibility over your hand. Srivas replied, "Oh my Lord, this is no botheration. By your grace."
That's that by your grace, everything is there. See, that's how it is, man. By your grace, there's no botheration. You know, it isn't for what is in our hearts is a big responsibility, huge. Can you imagine? We carry Radha and Krishna are huge, but it's no botheration. No problem, man. No, they're weightless, and they make us weightless. They take away all our weight, man. Yeah, we're just waiting for them to take away some physical weight, man. When's that going to happen, man? No, go Hari. We only deal with spiritual weight. We'll take that weight up, but your physical, we're going to leave there, man. That way, so none of the beautiful girls will, be deviate you from this path. Okay, Lord, I think you're right. Let's keep it that way. Keep me on the path, man. Keep me just lighten up that spiritual form, man. Just make it light like a feather. We'll use the physical weight as an anchor for it in this world.
Oh my
Go ahead there.
No, my Lord, there is no botheration. By your grace, everything in this house. Sorry, I'm going to read that again. No, my Lord, this is no botheration. By your grace, everything is in this house. The paraphernalia required.
See, everything is in this house. Haven't I been teaching this, huh? Everything is in this, and we don't. You are the paraphernalia now. The tears and the conchs, all of that, the laughter, the passion, all that, man. It's all in this house. See this? Don't be external, everybody. You come here, we'll turn you, make you internal devotees. Everything that they're saying is about what's inside. All the see by your grace, man. By your grace, man, all is in the house. Nityananda is here, Lord Chaitanya is here, Radha's here. See, we don't need any external. We don't need. That's like Nityananda. It's called him Goswami. He was breaking every rule in the book, but you're Goswami, man. Yeah, Goswami, man. You carry the Lord. Hey, that's Goswami, man. Yeah, I mean, these guys are real proud of their Goswami. I'm Tamal Goswami. Yeah, Goswami. The guy was like, what was he, 25 when he got sannyas? Oh, now he's Gurudev, man. Goswami. He got the name Goswami. Oh, yeah, you're in control of your senses, huh? Yeah. It's not see the Goswami. Yeah, it's a thing. Hey, the Lord is. Hey, man, I'm just going to give myself. This is what I'm preaching here. This is the truth, man. I'm just going to give. The Lord's thinking, if you come in this line, He's just going to give Himself to you, regardless of your qualification, regardless you're a saint or you're a sinner. If you're a sinner, you're going to get beyond what even saints have, beyond what even the demigods have. If you're a demigod, you're going to get the same thing that a sinner gets. That comes here also. Everything is here. Is the wild cards. Jokers are wild here.
Look on the wild.
Literally, jokers are wild, and a lot of jokes being cut here. And we literally cut a lot of these jokers out of the picture, man. These are the real jokers, man. No, the jokers are wild here, but we cut the jokers out, man. They're joking with you, man. They can't do anything much. Oh, yeah, it will give you, like Jesus said, oh, you Pharisee, I said, you Pharisee, modern day Pharisees, you heap a bunch of rules, 5 years before initiation? Man, people come here, you listen to the mantra, good, you get initiated immediately. I don't have to say, this is bullshit. This is your power, Radhanath? 5 years to this. I initiate people here every friggin' day, man. Get them excited about Krishna, man. Dedicate their lives to Krishna. And they got to wait 5 years to get that? I do it in a week for some people. In 1 week, they're dedicated to Krishna and Radha. You guys you got no power, man. Living in a cave, what is that? Man, I got Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya living inside this body. And I didn't have to do anything for it, man. Yeah, you guys don't have to do anything for it except come here and be where the action is. This is action melody time, man. Yeah, these guys, they're jokers. You're just jokes. You're the Lord's jokes through the Maya out there, man. You're a joke. If you are not Prema Bhakta and you say you represent Vrindavan and your disciple, oh, Gurudev, deliver me, you're a joke. You're a joker. You're joking. You got to come here to the real joker, man. Come to where the real wildness is. It's so wild. We just take your jokes right in the basket. Make a hooper. Yeah, slam dunk right in the basket. Take those jokers, man. Just paper. Just right in the basket, man. Yeah, what is 5 years from this? Yeah, people come here, you get initiated. Look at Amy. She's initiated. What is this? Where does anybody say I love what I can listen to you every day of the week? Where is that? That's initiation. Where are you people saying that to you, Radhanath and Jayapatagacharya? They listen to you every day. Initiation is because this is so truthful. You can't even listen to this. It's too truthful. It'll bust all your illusions, bust all the darkness that you're taking shelter of. You know, if you can come and listen to truth every day, now that's another thing here. Okay? But anyway, that's how you have to be delivered. You have to find out where God is really working. And we're going to prove he's working here, man. We're going to prove God is here in Christian, Lord Chaitanya, and the Parampara, the Paraparusi, the Summum Bonum, not some boner. Go to the some boners out there. Some boner, man. Boneheads. Go to the boneheads. No, come to the summum bonum, man. The summit of the hill here. Summit of the mountain is right here, man. I know I'm boasting. I can't help it, man. It's true. Right there, Roddy. You agree with me? You agree? Are you on board here, Roddy? I saw you kissing Freddie's cheek, man. Roddy, you're going back to Vrindavan. Is that okay with you? You want to go?
Yeah. Together with my...
Of course, husband goes. I was going to just say he's coming also. Hey there, Princess. Welcome, my friend. Look at that face. Look, where do you see faces like that? Happy faces. This is what you read in a book. You see in life here, my friends. I'm going to boast more about it. I'm a boaster, man. I'm a boaster and a booster, man. I'm a coach, man. I'm a bhakti coach. I'm here to coach bhakti, man. Coach everybody back to Godhead, man. Yes, people need bhakti coaches, man. It's inspiring, man. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Corona, you can do it. You're going to get there. Yes.
Yeah, if you can do it, Gora Hari.
Yeah, you can do it too. We all can. We can do it. Boom, boom, boom. Just keep punching the Maya. Man. Punch it. Boom, boom, boom. Relentlessly every day. Knock the shit out of it, man. Literally, there's a lot of shit in Maya. Knock it out, man. We're gonna knock it out. And then Maya's gonna be, oh, thank you very much. No. Maya's I just accumulating all this bullshit from all my worshipers, man. Go ahead, River, read some more, man.
The paraphernalia required, like clothes, grains, Brahmin thread, ghee, etc., are all available here. I have only to borrow the book, which gives the procedure for performing a Vasya Puja ceremony.
Yeah, see, we got the book. We borrowed the book. We got the book here. See, we got the ghee. See, the ghee is the preaching and put it on the fire. See, the passion is here. Everything is here inside. We don't need any external paraphernalia. We're only doing this. The thing is, this is our way of getting together. You know, it's just like being in the same room. Look, people, I haven't even met them a lot of times. Did I never even met I met Francis? Yeah, I met Radhe and Francis one time. But look, this inspires. This is sadhu sangha. This works. You know, it's amazing. Go ahead, read on.
I have only a book to. I only. I have only to borrow the book, which gives the procedure for performing a Vyasa Puja ceremony. Then tomorrow, by my great fortune, I shall witness the Vyasa Puja. Lord Vishnuvar was very pleased with Srivasa's reply, and all the devotees were jubilant. Were jubilant. Lord Vishnuvar said, "Listen, Nityananda Goswami, let us all make preparations to go to Srivas Pandit's house." Nityananda, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Nityananda very much appreciated Vishwambar's work and immediately proceeded to Srivas Pandit's house. The Lord and Nityananda Prabhu accompanied by their associates, looked exactly like Krishna. Looked exactly like Krishna and Balaram in Gokula as they went about, accompanied by their friends.
Yeah, and see, that's the living thing is you got to see the devotees alive in that mood. See, this is what you got to be it, like you said, to be the change. You got to be that, but you can't do it on your own. It's just natural. It's natural by the Lord's grace. It's His pleasure. We just do that. Follow the program, man. Sadhu Sangha, talk about the Lord. We do it. It's fun. It's wonderful. Chant together, engage in kirtans, go a little bit on sankirtan. Yeah, and everything is well for the world. That's all the Lord is. You don't have to be fanatical or anything. Just be around real devotees. Real devotees are here. When they understand how easy it can be, just be around real devotees and you will change spontaneously. All that work you're doing to try to make progress will be so easy. You just automatically, you just by attending the program here, just by showing that you're listening to where God is working in a very powerful way in a transit, you're actually purified by the vibration, that you can't get from those gurus who are not enlightened like this. You're only getting it from the material platform still. Okay, so the progress will be slow. But if I don't know, if somebody out there you want to make quick progress, come. The Lord's energy is here. His transcendental energy. We're living on it, man. We're in it, and it's in us. We're teaching what it means for the Lord to be in the Lord and Him to be in us. He's living in these houses. Purified. Everybody can't normally get. It'll be an extraordinary blessing. Everything is here. As soon as you start to be happy, just wow, it's so nice to hear truth. To see a person's worshiping God in ecstasy. It's so nice to worship God in ecstasy. Yeah. Okay, I think it's time. A little bit off here. Let's go and do our thing. If anyone wants to give another class, go for it, man. Maybe you want to go. I need to adjust my voice a little bit. You're right. This does. Yeah. Well, it's just it's just this is the whole point is to be with the Lord. Yes, I have invested eyes and fake. Yeah, exactly. This is you get a great return on your investment here. What is the return? The Lord. He returns to you. Isn't that nice? This is your return on the investment. The Lord returns. The second coming. You ready for the second coming? Come faster than when you wait. These Christians are going to be waiting on the second coming. We get it. The Lord's going to come to you a lot faster. You start to feel that. Oh, wow, the Lord come to me today. Ooh, Radha and Krishna. The Lordships are here. Whoa, what a boost that was. They gave me a boost. How would you like a lifestyle like that? You don't have to wait. They come fast, man. I'm waiting for the second coming tomorrow, or maybe in another hour when I rest up. I've had enough of the second coming. I need to rest up a little bit, rest the voice, rest the body, and then we'll be ready for more of that. We want another coming. Got to come. Right there, Radhe. Just to come. It's all about coming. 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 It's spiritual come. Get it all over your face. That's wonderful. It's pure. Very pure stuff, man. There's no fault in it. Every day, just Lord, let me just get in this. I just want to let us come together. Oh, this even in physical day, everybody they want to come together. Well, this is the spiritual dimension of it. Yes, Lord, let us come together. And the Lord's saying, yeah, I want to come with you. Let us come together. Isn't that what it come on? I know it sounds really weird and strange, but it's true, isn't it, Amy? And then what I'm saying, let us come together with God. It's pure. There's no fault in me saying, even though your mind might get a little purified by this, but that's what it's all about. The Lord's thinking, yeah, I want to come with you. And you're thinking, oh, yeah, I want to come with you. Let's come together. Oh, this is so much better than when I'm my human thing. We wanted to come together with my wife, Yes, come together. Remember, I don't know if you were into that, but a lot of people are. Yeah,
We
let's
were
come
together yesterday.
Yeah, we did that. Oh, Ronnie.
Only one person didn't show up. We were together.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. She doesn't
was
understand. Yeah, it's good. That's very good, Ronnie. Yeah, Lolita also Belgium, very pure heart, pure mind.
They like my food. Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
You're a good cook.
She knows.
This-
But that is really that is so. I know it sounds weird to some people out there and may hear this, but this is so true, because the sex act and everything in the world is just the reflection of this spiritual faultless communion between our soul and the Lord. This coming together is literally the Lord is ecstatic and the devotee is ecstatic at the same time. This is why people are thinking like this in the world. They want to come together, then we can be ecstatic together. But that's the reflection. This is the pure deal.
Lalita was ecstatic, and Freddie was ecstatic.
Oh,
Ecstatic.
he was.
Yeah, we had a lot.
Ready, y'all.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun yesterday.
Yeah.
Lots of food, lots of presents, lots of friendship and coming together and
So
hugs with
Tom,
Lalita and
see?
Freddie. And,
See, Tom, you missed out, man. You should have took the drive.
whew. Yeah, Tom missed out a lot. Now I'm sending his present to Mary Sachi because Tom was not here. So Mary Sachi gets his present.
All right, there you go. Punish that guy, man.
Yeah. Punish him hard.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
It's all right. You stuck your foot in your mouth. That happens.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. I always stick my foot in my mouth.
Me too.
So now I go upstairs. I have to record a Christmas song, Jingle Bells Rock on drums, and then I will put it on Facebook.
Oh, great. That'd be
Yeah.
great. Go do for it. Yeah, I want to hear it. Yeah. Okay, dear friends and partners in crime. Partners in crime.
I like crime.
Yes. You're partially to blame for all this that we do here every day. Mary Sachi too.
Yeah.
Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Lalita.